Hi guys, this is Llandros, and it has been a very long time since I've actually done any streaming or video making. And so today, I wanted to come back and give you guys kind of an update of what's been going on. I believe the last thing that I ever posted on my channel was back in 2023 when I did a stream out actually on Twitch. Since then, that was actually right after my last heart attack. For those of you keeping score, I've had 2 heart attacks, I've had cancer, and I had a lot of repercussions from the chemo and the radiation, which has actually stopped me from being able to go back to my job. So that has been basically where I was at. Until January of this year, I've been trying to build up my strength and get back where I was, and having a really hard time doing it. On January the 9th, 2026, I had a stroke. I woke up and I was blind in my right side, and I didn't know what was happening. I panicked, and of course got to the hospital from as quickly as I could. Over time, and probably over a few hours, that sight began to come back, and then it was just intermittent. It would go in and out. The doctors were nervous and didn't want to actually do anything physical, so they decided to treat it with medicine. So they sent me home after a couple of days in the hospital, just with basically a blood thinner and baby aspirin. Well, 1 week later, I'm sitting on my ottoman right here in my living room, and I was trying to put some batteries in a keyboard, and everything kept slipping out of my hands. My phone slipped out of my hand and went across the floor, and I fell off the ottoman. I was completely paralyzed on my entire left side, and I didn't realize that it was the entire side. I just thought it was my arm and my hand, and I was struggling, trying my best to get up, and I could not figure out why this was happening. Well, finally, I kind of realized I'm in danger. Really can't do anything. I felt like a helpless baby on the floor, but I managed to get to my phone, and I hit the button, and I called, and I got my family. It was a big fiasco. They had to get the ambulance. They sent that out here. They got me to the hospital. This time they had no choice. They had to go in, and they saw the blood clot, and they got it, but they also put a stent right there in my carotid artery. So the brain is now getting blood. It's flowing like it should be, but I'm still, they say, at risk for another stroke. But at this point, things are okay. The only problem is I had a lot of repercussions from that. The biggest thing, my hands are good. My hands work. They don't work well when I type. My hand just gets very violent and just basically hits the keyboard. So I have to be careful when I'm typing, especially if I'm tired. But it's my left side of my face that's had the hardest time. I have a slurred speech because of the stroke, and they tell me that this will improve over time, and I'm banking on that because I just don't want to go through the rest of my life with this. But I also have a little bit of a droop. It's not noticeable unless, you really know me and you look at me, you can kind of see, but it's there. But that has improved because it was much more pronounced earlier. Anyway, I'm going through therapy. I have a speech therapist, I have occupational therapy, I have physical therapy. I've got all these people coming out to my house, and I have doctor's appointments like you wouldn't believe. So every one of them tell me I should have no problem getting back where I was. And so that's what I'm working on. One of the things that my speech therapist had come up and said, she was concerned because I don't have a daily job, or really I don't go too many different places. So I don't get to speak as much. And yeah, they've given me some stuff to read and to practice speech-wise. But she said the best thing for me to do is talk to my animals, as I'm going through the house, even talk to myself, whatever. And I thought, I used to talk a lot when I was making videos because it was non-stop talking. And that's probably something that would really help me. So I thought about it, and I thought, well, if I can figure out how to do it, how to start recording, then I'm going to actually start making some videos again and getting back into it, because I've wanted to do it for a long time. I just haven't been able to. But this is now something that is more not just what I want to do, but what I need to do in order for me to get better with my speech. So if you can tolerate the slur, if you can tolerate some of the nastiness of my voice, and I know I can't, I hate it. But if you can tolerate it while it tries to improve, I would love it if you would come back and start watching some videos with me, helping me kind of move from this stage of my life into a little bit more where I was. What I need from you though is some ideas of what you guys might want to see as far as content. Now, as you guys know, I was like the Sims 3 king. I have tons of videos on Sims 3, and I love it. And I love the Sims 4. I've gotten really good at playing that because I've played it quite a bit. And I am open to doing anything. I have all kinds of ideas that I would love to do, but I really want to know what you guys are interested in. I've looked at different channels and different things and what they've done and different streamers and whatnot. And some things I would really like. One thing that I had tried was the Pack Legacy Challenge by Rosanna TXT. It's a really fun challenge. I only made it up to the 3rd generation, and then I got a really nasty bug that EA had actually done during their update, and so I had to abandon that save, and it broke my heart because I really enjoyed doing that one. But if there's any kind of game or legacy or anything that you want me to do on the channel, please let me know. Give me some ideas. But again, I just wanted to let you guys know on a short update, as short as this is, it's not that short. Anyway, just let you know that I am coming back. It's more therapy than anything, but it's also, I'd like to get back to where I can do what I used to do. So if you can give me some ideas, I would be most appreciative, and I'll be very happy to read all your comments and see what I can come up with. Can't promise anything, but we're going to do the best we can. So with that said, I want to thank you all for sticking with me. Those of you who have been with me on my Discord, I've actually been posting. I haven't posted in a while. I was posting out my Delfino family, and that was a lot of fun. I would love to do that again, but if you guys want that's something like that, let me know. If you didn't follow me on Discord, I'm sorry. It's there. It's all still there. It's just kind of hard to find sometimes. Anyway, let me know what you're interested in, and I will see you guys next time.